Hey there to all my Virgos. So this reading is a prediction tarot reading for the year 2022. So this reading is for Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising. Ideally it's for Virgo Sun, but if you are a Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising, have Mercury in your first house, you can watch this video or Gemini video. Or if you have Virgo in your first house, then this video is for you, and you're more than welcome to be here. I'm glad you're here. And then, so what we're going to do is we have one major arcana card. So each 12 zodiac sign got its own major arcana card to set off the year 2022. And then after that, we have one archetype card for you. We have one crystal for the year 2022, 2 wisdom cards, 1 pleasure card, 3 gratitude cards, and really I'm using these for just subtle reminders, little things to keep in the back of your mind. And then after that we are going to take a, what are they called again? Fortune telling card, and I'm going to have you guys ask a yes or no question, and it is going to give you either yes or no, maybe, possibly, something like that. It's kind of like a magic 8-ball. And that one's kind of just for fun. And then last we are going to do a You Are Magic card, and that is a quote from really just random people in history and currently. And then, yeah, that's going to be Virgo's year 2022. So let's go ahead and get started. So your major arcana card is the Lovers. Oh wow, okay. That's different for you, Virgo. Very, very different for you. Well, maybe not, okay, because that's still Mercury. So this is actually the Gemini card, and Gemini is also ruled by Mercury, just like Virgo. And although Virgo is an earth sign, Gemini is air, so this is kind of taking on Mercury's air qualities rather than Mercury's earth qualities. So this doesn't necessarily have to be a lover. For some of you it is, for some of you it is not. This is a general Virgo reading for many Virgos out there. But let's look at the book here and see what it has to say about it, to be a bit more specific. So this says, obviously the Gemini card, it says love, and then it also says alignment and choices. So it says love is in the air. A strong bond between 2 lovers is flourishing, and it can feel like utter perfection. There's passion, desire, and mutual attraction, and this can often reflect marriage, a soulmate connection, or a super close, intimate relationship. Mind, body, and soul are intertwined, completing each other to feel whole. Besides partners, this could also mean that you are aligning yourself much more closely with your core values. Choices will be presented to you, testing your assessment of what feels best for you. Stay true to yourself, even if outside noise may say otherwise. Only you know what your true desires are, and only you can make those decisions to be honest with yourself. Your intentions will point you to the path to your heart's deepest desires. So, to sum that up, I think what you're getting right now is either you, yes, do feel like within 2022, I'm sorry, will feel like you are having the perfect union with someone else. And if that is not the case for you, then this is your year to really integrate the 2 sides of you that exist. And we see this in Hermetics as, and in yoga and in Buddhism and a lot of different things, the Kundalini. So what the Kundalini is, it's where, okay, so you have one part of your spine, and it starts at your head and it goes down like this all the way down to your root chakra. And then we have the other one that comes up around it the same way, and it, they wrap around each other like this. And the tails go like this, and their heads come up like this, and it looks like they're kissing. They're like but yeah, so they intertwine like that. And the Kundalini is awakened, right, when someone becomes enlightened, like Buddha. And so perhaps this is the year to begin your journey of enlightenment, or it could just be a symbol that you are becoming more balanced in yourself, you're integrating these two sides, you're becoming aware of this internally or unconsciously, and yeah. So, there we go. So let's look at your archetype card. The Seed. Oh, I like that one. I really, really like it. The Seed. Okay, so, wow, you are getting serious this year, Virgo. Wow. Serious. Like, a lover, a soul union, an awakening, and then you have the Seed. So this can be a lot of different things. It could be like sperm, right? Or it could be an idea being planted, or it could be like something is being rooted, right? Or, you know, anything like that, anything that is being planted and is sprouting, you know, growing into new life, I guess. So let's see. Let's see what it says about seed. Seed. So we have the beginning, the origin, the pearl. Beginnings come in many forms. They are not always a beautiful seed placed intentionally in nourishing soil. Origin stories, like any birth story, are complex, surprising, multi-layered, and usually reveal a central image or detail that represents that fully formed being. Simply stated, the end is present in the beginning, or the entire oak tree resides within the acorn. Whether you follow this imaginal theory or not, know that when this card appears, there is a potent generative energy all around. It stirs your very insides and usually results in an antsy, impatient feeling. Pay particular attention to what agitates you, as it is a sure sign of growth to come. You are bumping up against a growth edge. It is from the grit that the pearl eventually comes to be. One of the alchemist's favorite images was the pearl. The irritant, over time, becomes the treasure. What is your grit? The true seed is elusive. If we follow any story toward its origin, it spirals further and further back in time. In this way, we are always the seed and always the fruit that it bears. When the seed is light, it is generative, fertile, germinating, and building. When dark, it is festering, stewing, and dormant. Okay. It's a bit different than what I had expected. I would say that what I said still stands, particularly just because of the first card that you got. It could literally be that you're going to get pregnant, get someone pregnant, or that you're going to become pregnant with an idea, or pregnant with a theory, or with a new motivation. Something is definitely blooming in newness. That's what I believe. Alright, let's look at your crystal. You got, the Eye of the Storm. Surprised you didn't get a pearl. The Safe Haven. Eye of the Storm is a safe haven for your soul, a calm center no matter what upheavals may occur. A life support system during stressful times or serious illness. Hold on to it during challenges so that you can keep things in perspective. You may be allowing the challenges and traumas of life to push you off center. Stress and pressure are a major cause of your disease. You could be focusing too closely on one aspect of your life to the detriment of others. Look at the wider picture. Time to relax and let go of stress. Stay mindful rather than watchful. Excess adrenaline adversely affects your immune system. Switch on the positive potential in your cell walls. Meditate quietly to rejuvenate your DNA. You can stay centered and calm no matter what storm rages around you. This is about walking safely through the storm. So, perhaps this is the idea this year. The entire idea of 2022 for you could possibly be learning how to balance. Learning, not only to balance yourself with yourself. What I mean is both sides of yourself, because we all have dark and light, right? I don't know why I keep saying right, sorry. It's really weird. It's not something I usually say, but I keep saying it for whatever reason. So, my bad. I don't know. It's like something I just randomly picked up out of the ether. I'm not even sure. But anyway, so I think it's also about, like, you know, love thy neighbor. However, you don't love thy neighbor more than you love thyself. If thou only have 1 cup of sugar and thy neighbor comes and asks for that cup of sugar, perhaps give your neighbor half a cup of sugar, because it's your sugar and you may need some sugar. Sure, you could give them all of your sugar, but then what? You have no sugar and you're a martyr. So it's always good to give, but don't give more than you have. And if you have a lot, you should definitely share. If you have a little, you should share, right? Damn it, sorry, I don't know why I keep saying that. God. I have no idea. I never say that. It's so weird. Whatever. Anyway, like, I seriously just pulled that out of air. I haven't even heard anyone say it. It's the weird thing. Okay. Anyway. Okay, so your wisdom cards. Oh, light heart. Yeah, let go of that stress. And dream. Dream, light heart. Those are so pretty. I love those. Dream. And light heart. Isn't that so sweet? What a precious card. Okay. Light heart. The gems of nature are found in friendship and fruit. Be lighthearted, play, have fun. The spark of laughter can move sticky, prickly emotions through the body. Discover your inner child's state of bliss at any age. Enjoy this lifetime experiment and open yourself up to experiencing the world differently so that you can receive grounded magic, as well as extraordinary experiences every day. Find delight in simple pleasures like a picnic with a friend or telling imaginative stories. Dream. Dream a dreamy dream and watch it unfold. Your dream life is just in front of you. Step into it. When we realize that our whole existence is magic set into motion, we can create the future we most desire. Co-creation between the soul and human essence is the key to living a fulfilling life. The conscious mind has control over the perception and reactions to situations, so we must take radical responsibility for our own happiness. Dream up the best version of your future and watch it unfold. What do you dare to dream? That's right. That says a whole lot, because it's true. You know, we might get bitter and angry toward situations and events and people that we have in our lives, but the thing is that we usually, unless they're family and we're still children, we choose to have them in our lives. And, you know, we usually have a general idea of what kind of person someone is, and we're usually warned in several different ways how a person, you know, acts or the things that they do. And so when we choose to stay around that person, even though we are aware of these things and they're not good for us, well, that's on us, you know what I mean? So we can't really blame anyone else when bad things happen, if that's the case. Now, of course, bad things happen and they're totally out of our control. Like, let's say a deer runs out in front of you while you're driving. That's happened to me. I definitely had no control. I mean, I could have swerved off the road and I could have wrecked that way, but instead I just hit the brakes and hit the deer, which screwed up my car, but I'm glad I did that because I could have died if I had flipped the car off the road, right? But, oh, sorry. And then, you know, we lose people. We don't have any control when people die, and we don't have any control when bad things happen to other people that we love or to us sometimes. But what we do have control over is how we react to it and what we do about those things. Yes, we may not have control over the hurt that it causes within us, but if we take care of it, if we, you know, try and manage the best way that we can, we try and learn more about loss, or, there's a lot of different things that we can do that are in our control that help us get by in life, and we can always choose our state of perception and how we look at things, and it's all, that's up to us. We can be sour, and we can keep being sour, but it's not going to help. It's not going to help us or anyone else. And the world sucks sometimes, but you know what? It does for everybody. And some people a lot more than most of us, I would say. Some people really seem to have no chance. Kids who are born in active war countries, that's terrible. They have no choice but to bear that shit. And honestly, they probably do much better than we would. Because here, we don't worry about those things, and hopefully we never have to, but some people, that's all that they know, and that's crazy. It's terrible. So I wonder, how many of us actually sit and think about those types of things, because it's real, it's real. So anyway, let's look at your pleasure card. Alright, so we've got, it's your pleasure. This is what it looks like. Bubble butt. Bubble butt. Bubble butt. Bubble butt. Who says self-pleasure is any less exquisite than partner play? After all, you know what you like best. This is your invitation to cultivate a deeper sexual relationship with yourself. Ride solo. Develop your own sex ed curriculum and commit to your own full body delight daily. Well, alrighty then. So get to know yourself. Really get to know yourself. You don't have to always, give to other people. You don't always have to do what everybody else or someone wants. You can get to know yourself in this way. I'm not going to go much further there. That one's pretty wow. Alright, and then next we have touch screen. Whatever that means. Touch screen. It is sometimes said that our increasingly digital lives disconnect us from being physically present in our bodies. But this is only true if we allow ourselves to disconnect. A simple way to stay connected while you're online is to bring your attention to how your hands and fingers engage with your device. Observe what the sensation of typing feels like. Feel the weight of the phone. Notice the different textures you experience, from the smoothness of the screen to the hardness of the buttons. Wow, when was this written? There's no buttons. By paying attention to your physical experience of technology, you can become more physically present. That's true. Can definitely become more connected to your body by remembering that you're in your body. And then we have, there is no control. There is no control. There is no control. Much of the conflict we face in our day-to-day lives is related to our desire to always be in control. That is so true. So true. Not just for you, for me. What would it be like to relax our need to be in charge of what happens to us and other people? The world continues doing what it does, whether we get involved or not. Consider your own body. Wow, there's a lot of that in here for you. So much just happens without you doing anything at all. Your heart bumps, your digestive system digests, and your mind remembers to come back to the present when it has become distracted. Sometimes. Sometimes. That's definitely a reminder. And then we have learn from distractions. Wow, okay, those all line up really well. There is no control. It literally says back to the present when it has become distracted. And then this is literally about your phone. This is about getting to know your body. Learn from distractions. One of the benefits of meditation is cultivating a mind that is relatively free from distraction. The best and most reliable way to reduce our distractions is to understand them. Next time you're engaged in a task that requires you to focus, and you realize that your mind has wandered away, notice what it was that pulled your attention away. There are likely to be some regular patterns that emerge, and when you know what they are, you're better equipped to guard yourself against them. It's true, once you become consciously aware that something is happening inside yourself, that gives you the ability to change it, because then it's in your consciousness. And consciousness is definitely 100% in our control. Now, it's a little bit more difficult when it's in your unconscious mind and you're not so aware of it. But once you allow it to emerge into your consciousness, it is 100% up to you. Okay. Next we have what are they called? I keep forgetting. Fortune telling cards. Okay, so what I want you to do is ask a simple yes or no question about 2022. Oh no. Alright, and then, so ask your question and we're gonna shuffle. Here we go. The answer is negative. Negative. Did you ask a negative question? I feel like if you ask a negative question, you're probably going to get a negative response. I don't know. Maybe that is true for some of you. If you ask something and you don't like the answer to it, just remember, and I've been saying this in every video, it's kind of become the thing for me. Nothing is definite until it is done. Remember that life is in our control. And if you ask a question and it says negative and that feels bad for you, obviously you asked the question because you probably already thought that anyway and you just wanted a confirmation. If that's the case, remember, you only feel that way because that is the direction that you went, really. And you can change it all the time. There's free will. I think that there's somewhat destiny, but there's definitely free will. And with that being said, it's up to you. So if you want it to change and you make the effort to change it, it'll change. And then last but not least, we have our Youaremorethanyoursunsign cards. This is just going to be a little quote, a little inspiration, a little more insight, and then that will conclude our video. Okay, that was very fast. Here we go. Of course there must be lots of magic in the world, he said wisely one day. But people don't know what it is like, or how to make it. Perhaps the beginning is just to say nice things are going to happen until you make them happen. Oh my god. No way. What the fuck? That's crazy. That's almost exactly what I just said. Literally. Things are going to happen until you make them happen. No joke. That's really what it says. What? Of course there must be lots of magic in the world, but people don't know what it is like or how to make it. Perhaps the beginning is just to say nice things are going to happen until you make them happen. And by the way, that is by Frances Hodgson Burnett, from The Secret Garden. So yeah. Alright guys, well I hope that you enjoyed that video today. If you did, give it a like, give it a comment, subscribe and come back and watch more videos. I always appreciate everyone's support and I love reading all of your comments. Just so you know, I did post another 2022 video that is a pick a card reading. So if you want to go and watch that, there's 3 piles you can choose from, and you can kind of use that one and this one together and see how they compare and how they're different, and as a whole you can see a bigger picture of 2022 for you. Alright, I will see you Virgos next time. Bye.